Hey guys, Icy Cat here. Today we got a new trailer for the Rainbow Six Invitational, and in this, while they're talking about what to expect, we do get a little bit regarding the new mission Outbreak and Chimera. So the main purpose of the trailer is, of course, to promote the Rainbow Six Invitational. However, during the course of that trailer, they do settle on a couple of images regarding specifically the Outbreak mission that we'll be getting. Here we get a shot of two operators walking through a decontamination chamber. These are the members of the CBRN or CBRN unit that's part of Rainbow Six. This is apparently a CTU that is developed within the Rainbow Six team, and it is composed of some other members, one French and one Russian operator, we think from GIGN and Spetsnaz. The large one on the left is the French operator known as Lion. He has some kind of a drone. It sounds like from what we hear that this drone will be able to do some kind of a scanning, like almost like a wall hack or something like that, where for about 10 seconds it will kind of like send out a pulse and track possibly moving targets across the entire map. Some of that is confirmed from Ubisoft directly, but most of that is actually speculation based on leaks that have come out. So we do know that this operator will have a drone that will have some kind of special scanning ability, but the details regarding that scan have not officially been released yet, but leaks do point to some of those other directions. We've also gotten a look at what Lion's operator icon looks like, as you can see on the screen here. He does look to be a heavy armor character, so this would be somebody that would be slow moving, and it is rumored that these are both going to be attackers based on leaks that have been provided so far. Again, nothing official from Ubisoft on that directly, however, it would be an odd balance to see two attackers released in a season, with the next season then having to provide some kind of double defensive unit. The source of information for that is not official, so that's unconfirmed at this point. The other one that you can see here is the Russian operator FINKA. We've got to look at what we think her icon is going to look like, and her ability has something to do with injecting nanotechnology, and it is something that will benefit allies on her team. Again, these are unconfirmed, yet credible, because other bits of information they've provided for White Noise did pan out to be true, but it sounds like this operator's ability might be something that will allow some kind of a temporary overcharge in hit points, kind of like how Doc's overcharge works, and then it would decrease back down to normal after time, and additionally, it sounds like it's also going to provide a small recoil reduction as well as a speed boost. Both of these players will be available to play in the multiplayer PvP mode, as well as a special event for Mission Outbreak. This will be the PvE mode that centers on like the zombie alien hybrid concept, and this is part of the cinematic trailer that belongs to that. Now, if we look on the next screen here, we can see a lineup of some of the operators that are going to be part of that. And we know that from Ash's Call to Arms trailer that was released by Ubisoft just recently, so we see her in the center there. It sounds like she's going to be kind of like the on-site field mission commander for this, reporting directly to Six. And in that trailer, she specifically asked Six to send Thermite, Doc, and one of the Russian operators. And we know that Doc is a playable character in the list for who you can choose in the Outbreak mode that has already been released by Ubisoft. We do also know that some of the Russian operators are confirmed to be playable. And so in this image, besides Ash, we can see actually what we have is Thermite here. So this is Thermite's full face reveal. You can see there on his vest, he has the trademark tools that he uses for what he does that are on his standard default vest. And then also you will see that he has these kind of customized yellow tape hand wraps because, of course, Jordan Trace, the character that is Thermite, he works with chemicals all the time, so his hands are always, kind of scarred up and burned up from working with the chemicals and mixing, the various things together. So that's part of his design, is that he has those hand wraps. So that looks like we've got Thermite there with a full face reveal, which is very cool. In the background, though, not entirely sure who we have here. Some people think it's a recruit. Other people think it's Tachanka without his helmet. If you do look closely at Tachanka's character model, if you look right into his visor, you can see that he does actually have some kind of a full mask on underneath that helmet. So some people think that that might be what we're seeing here. But unknown is kind of like, there seems to be a couple of small circular devices there on his waist, and we're not entirely sure what those are. So this could be a completely unrelated character, this could be a new character, or this could be somebody that's an existing character that has something extra added onto their uniform, like maybe this is like some kind of special elite variation of something. So the one in the background is a bit of a mystery, but in the foreground we definitely have Ash and Thermite. Now, those two pictures are kind of all that we have available at this point. It was just like a small little teaser inside of the larger invitational teaser. Of course, that Rainbow Six Invitational will be coming up at the end of this month, just a couple of weeks away. And at that time, we'll be getting a full reveal of all the official details of what this new mode for Outbreak will be, as well as Operation Chimera, the new operators' abilities, and anything else that's going to be going into this. But between now and then, we can look forward to seeing some more information coming out. In fact, either tomorrow or early next week, we will be getting a look probably at one of the first operator teaser trailers, either for Lion or FINKA, not sure which will be first. One of the Rainbow Six developers did put out a super vague tweet that indicated that something big would be announced in the next day or two, and there was really no indication of what that might be. It was so vague, it could have meant anything. So a lot of people are expecting that that could be the next teaser trailer for one of the operator. If that does turn out to be the case, of course, we'll be covering it here. And if you haven't already, please do make sure that you like and subscribe so you stay up to date on all the latest news and information for Rainbow Six. You can also follow me over at IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.